Today we learned that the Cowboys at Eagles will kick off the season Thursday Night Football. We do know all of the matchups and the opponents. So Nick came up with the top 10 juiciest games.
No, I did.
These games are filled with juice.
So let me explain it to the audience for a moment. So everyone at some point this week, us too probably, once the schedule's been set, are going to do the games of the year.
Yeah.
There's not going to be a lot of discrepancy between our games of the year and Colin's and Danny's and the facilities, all that, because it's going to be a lot of playoff rematches, the best, you know what I mean, best teams against best teams, which is exciting.
Games that are really juicy.
Right, sure. So this list is games that have specific, interesting storylines, okay?
That's not what you told me on the phone.
Brew.
Yeah, they do.
Not
Don't
list.
Don't sell the list,
Brew, don't brew.
Okay. I can't wait.
Games that missed the cut.
Missed the cut.
To give you an example, you see Cardinals at Cowboys. What's that about? Kyler Cooks in Cowboys Stadium.
He's great there.
He's great there. If he's great there one more time, maybe a Kyler Dak trade a year from now. Some people are saying Cowboys Lions.
Those look good.
Does Dan Campbell still hate the Cowboys?
Yes.
Maybe. And then a couple playoff rematches.
I like that.
Those didn't even make the cut.
Didn't make the cut.
Those
Number
are all
10.
juicy.
Kansas City at Dallas. Free marketing advice for whichever network has this game. The battle to be America's team. Cowboys, guess what? That's up in the air at this point.
Patriots are America's
No,
team.
you say that, people hate them, and they're not good.
Here's the only problem. I hear you, because that's fair, because a lot of young people are
Young
growing
people
up
like
in Kansas
Mahomes.
City's their
They win a
team.
lot.
But
Love Bobby Witt.
they're going to stomp the Cowboys. That's the problem. Stomp them.
I would hope so.
38 to
Wow, 38.
12 or
Chiefs,
something like
old
that.
school Chiefs back.
I told you.
Wow.
It's gonna be 19,
Those are over the last 3 years the two highest rated teams in football. You can say the Cowboys don't deserve it, whatever it is. People vote with their eyeballs, as Wild says.
Yeah, that's good.
And the Chiefs there. All right, at number 9, the site of the Prince's sword in the stone moment. Can he reclaim it? Chargers at Jags, two highly touted top 5 picks who, I'll be fair, have not quite lived up to their draft status at this point.
Especially
They've been
the Prince.
well, the Prince has at least won a playoff game. You can't say especially the Prince. What's Justin Herbert done? The Prince hasn't done.
Put up big numbers.
Oh, big numbers,
I
big
don't mind
numbers. Who
those big
cares?
numbers.
They played in a playoff game. Herbert melted down. This is, two of the highest paid quarterbacks in the league. Two quarterbacks whose teams have made coaching changes. Everybody loves both of their drafts. This is a big. Go ahead, KW.
But Brew, is this game going to be on your large TV? Brew has said something very interesting. It's almost a segment. Hey, Hobbs, write this down.
Good.
Brew's main TV. Brew's got several TVs, and I don't know if this one's getting the main one. This might be on the corner TV on mute.
I put the best games on the 4 box, so I can watch all 4 of them, and then the games are on the other 2 TVs.
Wilds watches one game on an iPad.
I'm locked in.
Monotasking. This will probably be in the 4 box. It won't be my main game.
Exactly.
But it will be there where I want to be able to see it. Yeah. Okay.
Number 8. Will Aaron Rodgers be booed by the New York Jets fans?
Oh yeah, that's not a question.
So that Rodgers returning
you don't think that's a
By the way,
question?
the
You think
No
Steelers.
way.
I think it's a question.
I think it's a question.
Oh
Yeah.
no, call Healy.
So okay.
I mean, he treated him? He had his nonsense, of course, but he was all in. You can be.
He's
was
going to
all
say
in.
some wild stuff leading up to this
But
game.
he didn't want to leave.
Right.
So I think a lot of this depends on when this, again, obviously it depends on Aaron Rodgers signing with the Steelers. I'm assuming that Aaron Rodgers is on the Steelers. But Justin Fields, the Steelers we don't want you. Aaron Rodgers, the Jets were we don't want you. How will the Jets fans react? I think that is a sneaky, really intriguing game. Thank you. I appreciate that, Brew.
Okay.
That's a storyline game.
Yeah, thanks. Number 7. More internet fights about Tua Tagovailoa versus Justin Herbert than any other two quarterbacks that you oddly can make very compelling arguments for either one, but people who believe it's not an argument can't believe people are arguing. Does that make sense?
I'm in that camp.
Right, and you're in the camp that obviously Herbert's better.
Yes.
And then there are folks who are like, what has Justin Herbert done that Tua hasn't? The stats,
Probably,
Tua's are better.
Well, yeah.
The way, like,
Tua's
no.
got better numbers.
Winning
got
cold weather.
Neither. It's not like Herbert's got a bunch of cold weather
I
wins.
know, but I don't even know his record. He's got to be better than Tua.
So I just think that is same draft class.
Well, something.
But same. And by the way, two teams that I think are certainly not both, and maybe not either, going to make the playoffs, and both of their teams and fan bases expect them to. Like the Dolphins were playoff teams too. It got hurt last year and it derailed it. They're operating as if they're a playoff team. The Chargers are operating as if they're a contender.
All right.
Because they got multiple championships to win.
Number 6. Arguably the two quarterbacks under the most pressure this year.
That's good.
Purdy and Caleb. Different reasons, and we'll see if Purdy gets paid and what it depends on how you view pressure. Once he gets paid, does that ratchet up the pressure because he's highly paid, or does it take down the pressure because he's rich? Who knows? But these are two guys and two teams that have real deep playoff aspirations this year, and two fan bases that deeply and firmly and thoroughly believe in their quarterbacks. And you know one thing I've noticed? It's not just this show. The most ardent supporters of Brock Purdy, he's actually, look at the numbers, look at this, are typically Caleb skeptics and vice versa. Because the arguments for, exactly,
every way.
highly drafted, all the, the arm talent and the wows and everything, versus last pick of the draft and has actually produced like those. So I find that one really interesting.
Are you starting to wonder, I know it's still got a lot of time, but are you starting to wonder if Purdy's actually going to get paid? They're talking all the right stuff, but it just hasn't happened.
I've said all along that I would not do it if I were them. That the downside to being wrong on paying him is so much larger than the downside of having to pay him a little extra because you were late on it. But they are saying they're going to. I don't know if he helps. Do you think he helped or hurt his case on being paid by showing up? Like,
I think it helped.
So
I think it shows a level of confidence that I'm going to get paid. I trust you guys.
But if he doesn't show up,
they have no choice.
Then they almost have no choice but to pay him.
No, yeah, Mac Jones sitting there.
That's a good question.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Because if you don't show up, it kind of defies everything you've been about.
Correct.
And now is there tension there?
It puts real pressure on.
Yeah.
Number 5.
I like that he showed up.
That thing.
This is another if. NFL schedule makers. Put this late in the year.
Okay, I'll go with that one because I was Shedeur probably ain't even gonna play.
If Shedeur has earned or become the starter, then this becomes a really fascinating matchup. If it's week 2, it's probably not. Now maybe Shedeur just wins the job in camp. I don't think anybody really expects that. But if Shedeur can win the backup job in camp and then become the starter, then this becomes, to me, certainly a main TV.
Absolutely.
I want to see these two guys, and they have a relationship. It seems friendly but competitive. Like, I'm into that. Number 3. This is going to be wild.
Number 4.
Game number 4, pardon me. Thank you. Sean Payton. Sure have talked a lot, buddy.
Wow.
Remember?
Blocked field goal.
But not just that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
Remember?
Bring
we
out
felt really good
the board.
about our next matchup. You can't call for the board. You've been excommunicated from Kansas City many times over. And there are not many teams that have talked that way about the Chiefs, and it's gone well for them. In fact, there's been none that have talked that way about the Chiefs and it's gone well for them. It's the rare divisional matchup that has an extra layer to it, even though one team has owned the other one for the better part of a decade. I have Chiefs-Broncos number 4. Now to number 3. This is going to be the only game in Wild's household.
Oh, locked into this one.
Sam Darnold hosting the team that said we'd rather have J.J. McCarthy. 14 wins, 4,000 yards. Who gives a damn?
Yeah. Let's move on. Grass is greener, right? Not always.
good.
You like that one, bro?
Because, I mean, and when, like, again, I think this will be great either way, but late season, what if Darnold's tearing it up? What if McCarthy's struggling? You know what I mean?
This is our first must-win on the most intriguing games list. This will be a Vikings must-win.
Can I give a prediction here? I don't know the NFL schedule. I don't know if we're having a Week 1 Monday night doubleheader. But this would be a great second Monday night game in Seattle,
Oh, really?
West Coast. I'd love this Week 1.
This feels like a Thursday night.
Okay.
Feels like a Thursday night, Week 3.
Okay, something like that, but where it is not in like the 4:30 on Fox primetime slot, but a standalone-ish game, you know, where we get to see it. I think this could be, if there is an early season Monday night doubleheader, the second game always has to be a West Coast game. This one, to me, would be a good one. Number 2, huge game. Bears-Commanders. Caleb Jayden. Hail Mary game, last game. The fork in the road game for the Bears season, and maybe the Commanders season. Maybe the Commanders, like, you know, feeling of the destiny was born on that Hail Mary.
That's an interesting.
And I know that some folks have already closed the book on Jayden versus Caleb. I think that's ridiculous. Obviously, Jayden won the rookie year by a score of 100-1. There's no question about that. But it's long careers ahead. Right. This is a sneaky, very big game for Caleb Williams.
Oh, yeah. And they could be rivals throughout their careers.
Yes, you would hope they are. And by the way, given the way the AFC, NFC quarterback discrepancy is, it's best for the league for both of these guys to be awesome and have a real. And then, this surprised even me, and I made the list. Number 1 storyline game of the year. Aaron Rodgers, for the first time and only time in his career,
a good one.
Playing the Green Bay Packers. It would be better if it were in Green Bay. And again, this is assuming Aaron Rodgers is on the Pittsburgh Steelers. But that game and seeing, that might be, Brew, the last real stakes game Aaron Rodgers plays in his career. If we don't think the Steelers are going to be really good, you know what I mean? Like the last game where there's like those playoff-like butterflies and those types of things. So top 10 storyline games of the year. Kevin Wildes.
I thought it was a solid list, albeit I thought it was solid. Can I just add 2 games?
Do whatever you want. It's your show.
First game. No, I'm just adding. I'm just buttressing your list. First game, Dust. What do you have? I know what you have. I'm just wondering if you're going to debut it.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
Vrabel going back to Tennessee. Why don't you like that?
Wow.
Guy got fired. He was the coach of the year.
Wow.
He went and got fired.
That will not be on the main TV. I'm sorry. It just won't.
You know what?
It'll be on the bottom TV.
Are we even sure that game's going to be in the United States?
It'll be on, but
that has 6 a.m. in England written all over it. I don't like.
Want another one?
I hope. Yeah, I hope you're ramping up. I can't.
What are you
he's
talking
not
about?
gonna play.
Buddy.
He's behind Brock Purdy. You can be holding the clipboard just like he was in
Jacksonville. It's a little bit of a
for
revenge
most of the
game.
All right.
Look across
How's
the
it
field.
revenge?
Great question.
You gonna write his notes angrily or what? I mean, I'm just wondering. Like, really?
Can I?
I don't think I got into the spirit of the segment.
What, you did like Chiefs-Eagles?
Yeah. I mean,
I couldn't do that.
because honestly, these. Will you admit those? You had a great list. You explained it well. That was a great list. But we will be more excited about these.
Well, they're not the 10 most exciting games. Nobody
we're doing
called
that
them
later.
that.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.